How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How are we gonna do this tonight? I had a little mishap with my phone this week, so I have to switch to the iPad. So I'm here struggling with this. So bear with me, guys. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to say again, start off by saying thanks to all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers. My fan base, love you guys, and I appreciate the support. I wanted to kind of kick off this one a little slightly different. Usually I kind of break down more of the wrapping process. This one I'm going to do a little bit less of that, but I want to kind of share a story and kind of, encourage someone out there and share my little challenge I had this week on my project, which you would not be able to tell if you see the end result. So we're kicking it off with this Jaguar that I was working on this past week, and this customer decided that he wanted to buy his own material, and I would do the wrapping process, which I do a lot of. Sometimes I tell people buy your material, consult me on what material you want to buy, and then we go from there. Now we just have to pay me for just the installation process, which works for me because I don't have to go through the hassle of clearing the material, buying the material, and all that kind of stuff. And he chose a material that I'd never worked with before. So we decided he was gonna buy a little extra just in case I run into some issues, which was good. So I started off working with this material, and I'll say it was Avery Denison, which supposedly supposed to be one of the top brands. And I say supposedly not because I'm trying to play down the material or anything, but I had never worked with the material before, so all I could say was supposedly. I can give my opinion about the material afterwards, but at that time, in my mind, it was just supposedly. And so I started off like I usually start off, decontamination, clay bar. I had two small little dents. I had to kind of, just give a little potty for him. I did that, and I started the process. And from the time I took the backing paper off the first piece of material, I realized, okay, this is a different ball game from what I'm used to. I'm not gonna call too many names today, but I've used over the year and a half, I've used probably about 4 or 5 different brands of material. I'm not gonna go into detail. None of them were Avery Denison, but I've heard a lot of things about Avery Denison. As a matter of fact, when I decided I was gonna do this whole wrapping thing, I reached out to some friends of mine who were doing this. They gave me their honest opinion, and it was kind of scary. But I decided I was gonna do it anyway, and I decided I was gonna try to meet the customers where they are and use not cheap material, but cheaper material than Avery, 3M, and Oracle, and the likes of the more top brand materials. And so there I was, always looking forward to working at Avery. Never could quite afford it on a project. But then this gentleman decided he was going to buy Avery, and I was happy about it. So I must say that the first couple of panels gave me some challenges. This is not a review video, but I'll give my honest opinion about the material. I think it's one of the best materials I've worked with, hands down, but there is a learning curve for you to reduce the amount of glue lines that you get. This material is, in my opinion, very easy to get glue lines because it is so compliant. It is very soft, it's very mushy like bubblegum. You can stretch it very far. So you can overstretch the material and overstretch the glue. And the glue can give you some residue that you would think it's dust, but it's the glue scattered at the back of the material, or you would literally see a glue line. So I'm not gonna lie, I did the first fender twice. Learning the material. First one was, I wouldn't say a disaster, but a little too much glue lines than I wanted, and I was like, okay, I need to kind of do this over to kind of read the material. And I started to pay a little bit more attention to the material. And then I realized that, I have to kind of really get into like a palming technique, and I'll put in a video right there for you of me, you know, just really palming out the material and getting a technique with the material. That was a little further down in the process, but you know, it was such a learning curve. But you know, the lesson that I learned over this week, you know, when I did the first panel, I was like, bro, where this material come out by? Like, we still get that material. I was kind of starting to get a little frustrated because I'm so used to the thicker material I have to pull on and stretch. That one, before I hold it all the way by the bay. You know, like we say back home. It's like stretching, could stretch very, very far. And I was like, whoa, like what's going on here with this material? And sorry for the shaky of the footage and going off a little frame a little bit. Like I say, I'm trying to do this with my iPad here and it's not conducive, you know. So yeah, I almost kind of like, you know, tell myself, bro, like, wow. I literally called the customer at one point and I was like, bro, I'm getting some challenges with the material because I'm a very open person and I want to, you know, manage the expectation of the customer, but yet let them know why things are taking so long, you know, let them know what challenges I'm having. It's also, without letting my secret out, it's a technique that I use to make the customers, you know, wow in the end. Don't tell them that. But yeah, so I'm like, you know, wow, this is, you know, a bit challenging. But I stayed the course and I slow myself down, I pace myself, and I start to really work myself into the material, pay more attention to everything I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, Darius, it's almost like you're starting to rap all over again because it's a new material and you have to learn it and you have to, you know, get the limitations of the material, you know how you can push it and know how you can, you know. And in the end, I will tell you, it's the best material I've worked with. And I'll say this again. In the end, I will tell you, it's the best material I've worked with. The last panel I did was the hood, and it's almost flawless. And I say almost because it's almost impossible for you not to get a little bit of glue lines, in my opinion, with that material. You'll always get a little somewhere in there. You're gonna find a little glue line. Again, that's just in my opinion, because I don't think you can perfectly lay a panel and not get one little glue line. You know, there has to, in my opinion, there has to be some area that's gonna get a little bit of stretch. But in the end, like I say, it's the best material I've worked with, and I would recommend this material moving forward to a lot of my customers, especially when you're in the angular sun. The sun is so brutal down here. This is the only material that I worked with that does very little movements when you heat it. Very, very, very little movements when you heat it. So that means the material is literally, I think it's a cast film. Very little movement. So there we are. I'm going to give you a before and after of this project, the Jaguar. Check it out. So here we are, guys. This Jaguar SUV. Just give her a clean up down at the house. We want to take her to the shop. Start doing some decontamination. It's time for her to go on the chopping block. So again, like I said, just give her a little bit of a clean. That's where we are right now. She's on some Ashantis, some 22s Ashantis. Yeah. My first official, what I should say, import. What you call these? First official what? What you call these? I don't even know what you call these. German? What you call these? I don't even know. So here we are with Mr. Rodney tackling. He came to pick up his Jaguar. I had it for about a week, doing a transformation. So hopefully he's pleased with the transformation, and yeah, let's get his full reaction. So I'm gonna give my son here to do the camera for me. All right, so I'm gonna pass through this up. I'm gonna open that door. All right. keep your eyes closed. I'll tell you when to open your eyes.
All right.
All right, you can open your eyes now.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is sick, man. A lot nicer than I expected.
A lot nicer than you
lot
expected.
nicer than
Well,
I expected.
that's good. That's good.
That is fantastic.
That's good.
Especially the blackout.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
The dechroma makes a
Oh yeah.
big,
Oh
big
yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a brand new car.
Yeah, it's a brand new car. So here we are, guys. The Jaguar. So that's the after. So she's still inside. I just finished do some ceramic coating, so you could see really bring out the gloss, you know.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
That is sick.
So she may do some movement in about between now and about a month. Then you can come back if you see any movements, and I can just fix it up.
Okay.
Because it's wrapped, so it will, you know, it may move. Although I think that material is a material I see that has less movement when you heat it up.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what do you think about it?
Holy smokes! I mean, you couldn't expect any better. Like the color is perfect. The job is phenomenal. Very, very happy customer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that's good, man. That's good. Let's take a look at the back with the smoke tail lights. I think this really set it off in the back, you know.
Oh yeah.
Really set it off in the back.
Nice and clean in the
Yeah,
back.
clean and nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
And then when they let me start the engine for you to see the hole that arrives, so you can see the effect of the honeycomb.
Yeah.
Because that's what I like more about that thing. So I gave you sort of like a
Yeah.
spark treatment too. So I fill up inside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you see the honeycomb inside there. So it really kind of sets it up. You know?
Yeah.
So it makes it different too. You know, but everybody's going to be like, oh,
Even
exactly.
the pictures don't do it justice.
No.
Very, very good.
So I give you sort of like a Rios wraps kind of spa treatment. So I clean up all the inside, condition your leather.
That is fantastic.
So it's like a brand new vehicle right now, you know?
That's like a clean and
Yeah.
finished it.
Clean out the windows. So as you can see, the windows get some, the windows get some shine too.
Yeah.
And the water will just beat off it. Because the ceramic coating put like a nice little thing on it. So,
That is really cool.
so you know, it's a nice little clean for you, you know?
You see, even the blue lights inside.
In the blue lights,
match.
yeah.
That's how the car is supposed to be, man. Fantastic.
Yeah, man, so, yeah.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah, man, bless, man. Alright, here we have it, guys. Another satisfied customer leaving the Rios Wraps headquarters. It's Jaguar.